Welcome back to Old Man Gaming, where we are doing our last dig. That's right, tonight is the last time I'm going to dig for Season 26, because I actually have some projects I have to work on for school, and they're due very soon, and I just gotta not play video games, darn it. I'd rather play, but also I don't think I did anything yesterday in the game. If I was really serious, I would have put 1,000 ounces in or something. I didn't, so yeah. But we are all the way in the back here anyway, which means we have to do a reset, which is about, I don't know, an hour or two worth of work. Probably like 2 hours. If you don't do any bulldozing, which I wouldn't, because this late in the season, I would just run around with the dump truck and the excavator and dig out the good spots, you know. If I had way more days, then I would definitely go about it another way. But let's take a look at where we're at with the leaderboard. Look at that. They removed him. I knew they would. I knew they would. Puts me at 15. Oh, I'm only 5K away. I just, I could have done it, but it's too late now. It's the 12th. We've got 2 days. Well, today and 2 days, but that's like, I have to have that time to get some stuff put together. On the bright side of things, I am at 9th place, and I'll be working up to 8th place today. So at least we're there. I don't know I don't even know if anyone else is really doing videos on this game anymore, but I am. And I looked, that person with numbers ended up putting a name on the thing, and then they put in like 287,000 ounces. So clearly they were cheating. I think I actually showed it in my last video, if I remember right. But anyway, yeah, I knew they were going to take him out. So I'm happy to see that they haven't let the cheaters take the leaderboard. So all you playing, when you see a cheater, just stay encouraged. They do take them out. May not be the first day they come in, or even the first week, but they'll get rid of them before the end of the leaderboard. So they've been... Okay, I just needed to not bounce around. But yes, I did get started digging, as you can see. I'm almost all the way back to... And once we're to the wall there, it's no good dirt, so... I am just getting back here. I want to say thank you to everybody that took a look at the coal miner simulator. And if you haven't, go ahead and check it out. I'll probably have that as one of the links at the top right that come throughout the videos here and there. Come on. Yeah, I don't have, like, I think I could probably get the 5K I would need to be in the top 10, even though I have to do a reset and everything. I would have the time, technically. Even today I could spend 2 or 3 hours playing, but I really need that time on my project. So, you know, life's got to come first. Now, if this was my sole income, then, well, we would just play the game, but this wouldn't even... This barely affords me some monsters and some cookies for the for the making of the videos. So it's you know. But my channel's growing, not as fast as I'd like to see, but it's going. Like I said, I don't get any help from any of these like YouTube places that, you know, you can pay to help get things done. But it just grows, I guess, organically, as you call it, here in these kinds of things, whereas it's just done through the algorithm, and I'm okay with that. Although, I mean, I wouldn't mind having a channel with 5 or 10K subscribers. That'd be pretty nice for 15, 20K, but that'll come, just not as fast as I'd like to see. If you got friends, you know, that might want to enjoy kind of this stuff, you know, don't hesitate to share. And if you're enjoying the video, you definitely give it a like. That'll get it out there more as well. Also, don't forget Dredge. We're checking out new areas there and finding new fish and all sorts of stuff. So that is a lot of fun. My gosh, it took forever to get to the ground. And now it won't go forward. What's the problem? We've dug deep enough that we can go. My gosh. It's not going to let us. We have to go scrape a little off the top and then... So that's the thing with winter digging. It can get just stupid and a little annoying. Because things, you know, it should have allowed me to pull it off right from the ground. But it's being its frozen little self, and so I think, well, I don't think there's enough dirt here for this cleanup, but that's about it anyway. So if I was going to continue right after this, I would do a reset, because as you can see also, it's 2 days to permafrost, which means this is kind of the last night to dig. You just have to prepare the claim for the permafrost anyway, which then is, like I said, a great time to close the season. Put all your stuff into storage. I wouldn't say it's free, but because you're paying $1 million to reset the claim, it's kind of free. I wonder what my dog's barking at. I mean, we do have some guests over, and I think my wife was expecting a few more of her friends to come by, but I think they all have come already. So. I think tomorrow we'll at least get a coal miner out. And depending on how much I get done with the project, I'd like to get more dredge out as well, but we'll see. And then I know very soon, I don't know exactly when, but probably in the next month or so. I haven't looked. I think there's an actual release date, but Hydroneer is coming out with an update, something real major. I actually haven't looked into it, so I really should do my homework there. So also, I think I bought another game, like they were in this pack. So there was Coal Miner and then some other game that came with it. I don't remember what it is. I'll have to check it out. Okay, it's not moving. Like all the walls there look like they're frozen because of the color, but the dirt seems to be moving, so not too worried. Where are we at? We're at 80, so I think we're doing okay as far as speed. I mean, we're far away, but there's nothing I can do about it really except get another Frankenstein down here, but then it's actually kind of cramped, and I didn't want to waste the time either. Since we're 2 days to permafrost, I'm like, we're just going to dig. And we'll deal with how long the commute is here. You know, I mean, generally you don't want to have to commute your gold this far away. If you're down in a pit with Frankensteins, the idea is to have that Frankenstein as close as possible, but certain circumstances require certain situation, or yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say. There's a saying, but I'm not getting it right, so it's like certain circumstances require certain something or others. Tip of my tongue, but don't just have it. So there was a question in the comments about the front end loader here and digging into walls as I am, and if you lose gold. So um, I think I went over this, but we'll go over it again just to make sure it's everyone has an understanding. But they nerfed this front end loader because, you know, its bucket is twice the size of the excavator. And I think that they didn't want everyone, I mean, this is the story that's going around, but they didn't want everyone just using the front end loader to play the game. So they nerfed it. So basically you get about 10% less gold with this than you do with the excavator if you were to, say, dig out a particular block of wood, or block of wood, a block of gold. You can see it's freezing up again, so I gotta keep it active here. But you can still be well, see, I really don't know. I can't say I'm slower with this necessarily, except if I'm going to dig like this, because we're really trucking it far away, you know. And depends on how close I can get this thing to the wall. The Frankenstein, I can dig really fast with the excavator and outdo this thing by, like, you know, probably 1,000. Oh, really? 76. See, we're pretty fast tonight, so that's good. But 1,000 yards a night, that's what I'm trying to get at, yeah. You know? But this is very steady, very, like, predictable. I don't have to make any changes, really, and I can just dig for hours this way. You know? I can dig until the Frankenstein's out of fuel. Whereas with the excavator, you know, I have to move it this way, move it that way, and always make sure it's close to the wall. And so there's like these adjustment periods that also eat up the time that it takes to put the gold in it. But even with those, I have been able to do like 4 cleanouts in one night, at least, with the excavator. And this, I think the best I'm getting is 3, and that's like, I still have to sometimes go an hour into the morning because it's just not fast enough. Or should I say 3 cleanups or switches in a gas tank full. I guess that's a better way to measure it. You know, because you can get 4 or 5 switches done in a gas tank full from the conveyor belt, then you're digging really fast. But this switch is pretty much right at the time I want to see it at. 73, 72, it's really good. So the next one will be somewhere around, around 50 probably. We'll have to go and switch over the mats to make sure we can get a third one rolling in without too many problems. Or, you know, so it'll switch and we can just keep working as fast as possible. I mean, I've never in this leaderboard this season, I haven't even got all my workers updated. So I've been really, you know, slow. I'm still not up to like the most efficient digging I could be, mostly because the workers now. As far as equipment goes, I've got it all. But with the workers, we could be fueling up faster. We can be switching more often. So there's still a bit in the works that could be make the digging faster. Yeah, I think there's another square behind that one. It's kind of hard to tell. You don't want to dig too far in and find out you're just digging in overburden, you know. So got a feeling there's one behind this. I can kind of, yeah, I see the lines there. Why are we not digging? There we go. Yes, I can clearly see the lines there, so that's good. Hopefully the background noise isn't too, like, coming through too much. I mean, I can hear some stuff upstairs, but I don't think it's all that loud. I'm hoping that Forever Skies, I think that's what it's called. The one where you're in an airship. It's kind of like Raft, but you're in an airship and you stop at broken radio stations, basically. It's really cool. I think it is Forever Skies. I am hoping that comes out soon. It did say, you know, in 2023, we're getting, you know, into the year now, so hopefully it'll come out. That's another one I'm waiting for. But we got the coal miner to play for a while, see how that goes. We're almost to a point where we can buy the first next. It's the next, but the first like vehicle in the game, besides the coal truck that you get and the actual miner. And it has changed quite a bit from the demo as far as like how the like quests and well contracts go. Gosh, there was a what? That was just dug up. I don't know what the problem is here. This looks like it's okay. Yeah, there we go. I hate it when these free. Oh, that's not gonna work. Go forward. Yeah. Go backwards. Like you don't want to turn yourself around the wrong way when you're doing this. So just throw you off. Throw you off all. I mean, maybe I can come in from the front like I was doing last time, but it's like, I think it'd be too hard. Unfortunately, if this claim was better, like if it had the 1,000-ounce squares, we probably would have pulled out, you know, a couple thousand more ounces from here. But it's unfortunate this was like the claim with probably the least amount of gold in it. Oh, we're getting right back to the wall on these ones. We'll just be digging to the right here in a little bit. Luckily, we're quite a ways through our second set, and things are looking good. I mean, look at that. A few more, probably 2 more hits inwards, and we'll be done with the back walls there. Oh, 18. It's not too bad. Not too shabby. Considering we're only digging at night, I think we'd probably be closer to... Oh my gosh, how many do we have to go? I went the wrong way to start off with. If I'd gone the right way, I would have gotten that in that one, and we would have been just fine. But I'm going to switch everything around so I don't forget. Things are going well, and when things like, you know, when it's like just going smoothly, I keep going. I forget that, you know, I might have to switch these around, and then I'll be like, man, spent an hour talking and digging, and it all went down the drain. Don't want that to happen. This side's a little more difficult because we're constantly on the move. No. Honestly, that one isn't so important, technically. So I could just pick it up next when we do the actual cleanup. But, yeah. Okay, we are rock and rolling. Why is this turned off? Oh, really? I swear I thought I filled them all up. Luckily, this is why we have this here. Matter of a few seconds. Boy, I am glad we checked. See, this is another reason that it's good to be hanging out, checking your equipment. That could have been a really terrible thing too, because this will just eat the dirt, you know, well, basically deletes it. How's this one doing? It's at 60, okay. And this place was tough to get out of. It was that's also at 60. All right, well, we're good to go. Let's hope that the walls are not frozen. If they're not, I can see over here. It looks like they're okay. I mean, I can unfreeze them, but, you know, I can get them active again, but it's just faster if I don't need to. See the... Like I was saying, it's like 1 or 2 more. This case is 1. We'll just bring that down to the bottom and we're done. And just go throw it on the ground. Good gold dirt. Let's just throw it on the ground, delete it. That's what we do here. We're so rich. Should come in a bit lower there, but yeah, like this. Nope. Still throwing some off the edge. Not much, but come on. There we go. I'm wondering if I should just, maybe I will, just like complete the wall over there. And then, but it's good to kind of keep it active all the way across. But since we just hit the right hand side, we can come back over here to the left and kind of complete the work. I'm just concentrating on digging. Almost forgot I'm recording, so at least I'm not falling asleep. I'm actually quite awake, which is good. I gotta get back to coding here in a little while. One of the places that I've applied for as for like an internship got back with me, and as I've gotten many in the past, I've been trying to get a job in gaming for, well, I had been for like almost a year after I was done at Next Games, and mostly all I ever got were rejection notices, so that's never fun to get. Not the highlight of the day, to be honest. In fact, it was from one of the companies I really would have liked to work with, so it's disappointing. Which, and that's why I'm like, I really need to focus on this demo, because I need to be able to show there'll be some companies there who are actually scouting for the exact field that I'm trying to get into now. So I better have my skills out there where they can see it and try to hopefully get a job. Now also, I mean, this is normally how it's worked, and I believe it still might, but also this company that we're doing our last school project for also often takes 1 or 2 or even up to, well, some years they've taken up to 5 people. I think they've already hired 1 or 2 interns, so I think there's fewer places this year than maybe they have been in the past. So if, like, for instance, my team does really well, and I'm the one on the team that's pushing us forward and really keeping it all together, then it, well, makes me look a lot better, and maybe they'll hire, like, offer me a, that's also something I'm kind of hoping to see happen. But I'm also applying for places. I mean, I think I was trying to say this last episode, but I would like it where I either will be able to have the summer off, which is July. Maybe because they're just closed down or something. I can just start the intern in August. Or, well, actually, that's it. Is that, I mean, I will, you know, if I have to, I'll work through this summer. I don't prefer to, but I'm also going to take whatever I can get. Especially if it's going to be a paid one, and I'm really looking for a paid internship, so. That's the way I'm going to fund getting a new computer. I've been looking at them, and what I want is quite expensive, so we're gonna have to get some money. Oh, are you kidding me? You gotta be, dang it. Let's go get a hose real quick. In fact, we should get 2, because we know the other one's gonna go out all the same. 1 day to permafrost. Let's get crack-a-lackin'. I'm gonna check my workers. What's the point? We're done. It's parts, actually. So no sense in buying those, but right, I've got the money. I'm really curious. I know there was like 1 that might be gone today, you know, after the midnight hour, so he's at 68. Oh, I think it was this guy. I was hoping he'd be, yeah, okay, well, we're done there. All right, let's go fix our problem. Like, I'm not so concerned, you know, with this money, or with this time that we're using to fix this, because, I mean, there's dirt still coming in. This doesn't take too long, and even if I have to dig for an hour into the morning, not a big deal. What would concern me is if one of these guys moved, which they're being pretty good and not moving at all, so I'm happy to see that. Okay, what side is the brokenest one? Let's see, I'm telling you, that other side isn't looking great, but this side is done. Let's drop it there. At this point, wouldn't matter. If the repair guy wants to repair it, it's, well, we've got about maybe maximum 6 hours of digging left, and we're done. it hasn't broken, so I'm just gonna keep going. Plus, we don't want to be hanging around too long so that these don't freeze up. That creates another bit of lost time if we have to defrost them. We didn't have a switch come through yet, did we? That's kind of... But again, we just had to switch the things, and then we did this thing, so it's... I would say it's going to switch in the next percent or two. Maybe by 44 or so. It has to. We need some gas to get the third one done. But also now the conveyor belts are empty, so it'll be a minute before anything starts pouring in there. Surprise! I thought I was recording for a long time and I wasn't. So, I completed the dig. And as you can see, we have 1,566 ounces, which means we got 806 ounces of gold out of that. So let's take a look at the leaderboard. There we are. So let's do this, because that is such a bad... Is that like that? Okay, yeah, easier to read now. So we're 13th with just 4K more. 4 to 5K more. I could be top 10 max gold. But for seasonal, I'm 8th, so I am in the top 10. So I'm happy with that. Glad to see that's where it is. This was going to be a longer video, but you missed me doing all the cleanup and everything because, like I said, I thought I was recording. I know I paused it to talk to my daughter or something, and I thought for sure I restarted it. It's pretty obvious I did not. So sorry that it's not as long as it normally would be. You missed out on all the fun stuff, but yeah. At this point, we are going to leave it here because there's no more for me to do. So this is the end of the season. Into my leaderboard for this leaderboard 26. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you're brand new, please subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.